a little closer to you. There.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Coach, great 2 wins today for the Bengals. First of all, let's just get your general thoughts after that marathon and then this close game.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of the team. I mean, we just finished a 3-game series the last 2 days, and then we got to come back out and start fresh with a brand new series. And to be in the spot that we were at, we're down 6-3 in the 7th, and we find a way to grind out 3 runs to tie it, and then we play a whole nother game, basically, like you talked about. Just so proud of the effort and the way they stayed in it all day long, when it was very easy to just, hey, we're tired, we're on our 4th and 5th game in 3 days, and be like, hey, we're doing all right. They grinded it out. They found a way. Pitching was awesome all day. Riley was great. Casey was fantastic. And then Marley had a great start in that second game. And then our offense just grinded it out, found ways. It wasn't the prettiest thing all day long, but they grinded it out, found ways. And obviously Cam had the big swing at the end of the first game to end that one, because I don't know when it was ever going to end. It felt like it was going to have to be a home run at some point, either way, one of the 2 teams. I'm glad it was us, and I'm just so happy for Cam. Like, she's been working her butt off and grinding out at bats, and today it started to kind of show itself. And so just really, really proud of the full effort of the entire group.
So Casey had a tough game, a tough outing against Oregon State.
Yeah.
Came out here today and was just nails.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like you said, Casey struggled against Oregon State the other day. There's no way around it. But we know what she can do. That was her first bad outing in a while. She's been great all season. And we trust her in every spot that we put her in. It was a tough spot to bring her in. In the first game, she got out of a jam, kept us in the ball game, gave us a shot. And then kept it going, kept zeros on the board all the way through extra innings. And then to come in that spot there, they've got the tying and the go-ahead run on base. And, she gets a lefty out. It's a good matchup. It was a lefty-lefty matchup to finish the 6th. And then, to get the leadoff hitter, who's a tough out for them, to finish that game. That was a huge spot. And she was awesome to have to come back in after she just threw pretty much a whole game in the game before, and see her still look that fresh and with her best stuff was exciting to see, and that's a good sign moving forward for us.
So you're in the midst of a nice long homestand.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you to be here, play well, and enjoy this home field?
Yeah, it's everything for us. This we have the turf. We're going to make this our home field. We're going to play a lot of home games, and we want to protect this field. We want to play our best here. We don't lose games at home, and that's something that we take pride in. That's something our players take pride in. It's huge to be able to just be here where we can, we got done at whatever time it is right now, and we're going to go home. We're going to go get a good meal. We're going to go sleep in our own beds, and then we're going to come back and we get to play on our home field again tomorrow. And it's where we practice. It's where we spend all of our time. So just being here, we take pride in protecting the home field, and to do that, you got to, every time you show up, when you get a chance to play at home, you got to give everything you got so that your opponents know that this is our home field and we're going to play well here.
So what does it take to be able to get this many home games? I think you and I talked about this a little bit before the season started, but what works for you to be able to get this many home games?
I think it's just being willing to host and understand that, hey, the weather may be the weather, but we're going to have to do what we have to do to get teams to come here. And whether we got to pay somebody, whether we need to, whether we got to do a home and home, whatever it ends up being, we got to get people here so we can play the home games. We didn't get the turf to not play at home. We got the turf so we can play home games. And obviously this year we've got 24 of them plus, or 23 with the one that we lost, and then the conference tournament. I want this to be a home field advantage, and I want to host the tournament every year. So I want us to be comfortable playing here and then take care of business in conference, so that then the tournament is here on a regular basis. So we need to be here as much as we can. If that's what we're trying to do, then we need to be here as much. Whatever it takes, we're going to deal with the weather, and some days we're going to get great weather like we've had this week, and then some weekends like 2 weeks ago we're going to get weather where it's snowing and everything's covered, but we're going to play through it. We're going to find a way. It comes with the territory here, but if you want to play at home, you got to just do it and take some chances, ask some send out the emails and make some contacts and get everybody, as many people here as you can. And no matter who it is, from wherever, we'll take whoever wants to come here and play. And, the more the better.
Andrew, going back to the first game, 12 innings, ties for the second longest in program history.
Yeah.
We've played 3 12-inning games now and an 18-inning game back in the 80s.
Thank goodness it didn't go 18 innings.
What were the specific challenges, though, that go into a game that drags on and extends?
Yeah, I think you see it a lot when games extend like they did there, where everybody starts to kind of get out of their comfort zone hitting, and everybody's kind of trying to be the hero and end the game. And I think you saw that on both sides. It was, we were talking at the end of the dugout about, hey, probably gonna be a home run that ends this game. Whether it's they hit one or we hit one, somebody's gonna hit a home run and end the game. And luckily it was us. But I just think you got to find a way to stay within yourself, because it does drag out and you get tired and you're mentally just kind of drained, and you're doing everything that you need to do to stay as locked in as you can. But that creeps in of, hey, like I'm gonna go win the game right here, and so you do things that aren't within yourself. And we did that for a few innings, but then we locked in, and Cameron put a good swing on the ball. So, it's hard. It's hard to stay locked in. It's hard to stay locked in. We did a great job on defense. We did a great job in the circle, and to get us to a shot. Because we kept putting up zeros, we had plenty of chances to win it, which was great. We weren't ever chasing any runs. But just you gotta stay within yourself and go win the game, and luckily we did that at the end.
The team had a losing record in one-win games coming into today. What does it mean to get back-to-back one-win?
Yeah, it's huge.
One-win games.
Yeah, huge. Because we're going to be in those kind of games in conference, and we got to be able to finish them out, and we got to be able to find a way to finish those games, or to come back and take a lead late and win a game. Like, that was first time all year that we've been down in the 7th inning and won a game too. So we have a great offense, and we can. And we play good. And when we play good defense, when we pitch well, we give ourselves a chance to win those one-run games. And that was what we did today. We played clean all the way around. Kennedy Dudley was amazing at third base on defense. When you play defense like that and you get plays like that all day long, you get the catch that Alyssa had, the catch that Ava had. When you play defense and make plays, you're going to be able to win one-run ball games. With our offense, we're not going to be in a ton of them, but we got to find a way to grind them out. And that's this is what these 2 weeks. I love the 2 weeks of the WCC Big Sky scheduling agreement, because you get really good, tight, competitive games that put you into a test where you're playing a really good team. That's a team that's going to challenge for the WCC championship over there. And so to put us in a spot like that, and to be able to grind out a one-run game back to back is awesome. And it's just going to prepare us for the conference tournament. It's going to prepare us for for the next 5 weeks where we're playing in the Big Sky schedule. And so it does nothing but help us, and I'm so glad to pull them out and find a way.
Andrew, remind me, you guys have a scheduling agreement between the Big Sky and the WCC,
yeah.
Is that right? Yeah,
correct. Yeah, so last weekend, all the Big Sky schools went on the road to a WCC school. This weekend, all the WCC schools are on the road at a Big Sky school. So it's been great scheduling. We're working on trying to keep it going next year, and I think we have a good set deal for it. We're going to try to involve a couple other conferences that are dealing with some scheduling stuff like we've had. Luckily we add an extra week of conference next year. But we're still going to try to figure it out, because I think it's too good for everybody. At least I hope that everybody's feeling that way. I've felt that way for the couple years that we've done it now, where it's extremely helpful and gets everybody guaranteed home games, which is a huge part, because all of us need home games in both conferences. But then we're playing competitive, tight ball games that are just preparing you for conference. So I hope that everybody else enjoys it as much as I do. But I've been a huge fan of it. It's obviously I do a lot of the groundwork of getting everybody involved and telling everybody where they're going and who they're playing. But it's worth it to get the matchups that we're getting, and to be able to get home games, and to be able to really prepare ourselves. I like that we're playing 3-game series right before we were going into conference play, so we get the feel for that. So it's a win-win in my eyes, and I hope that we're able to keep it going in the future.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Beautiful.